The Korean War never officially ended, which is why to militarized zone, the DMZ, is so dangerous. The South Koreans fired back warning shots, although they say they don't believe North Korean soldiers intended to start an incident. The confrontation comes 2 days after North Korean TV announced exciting news. The Supreme Leader was celebrating the completion of a fertilizer factory that some Western analysts suspect is also a nuclear weapons facility. For 3 weeks he was absent from public view, triggering speculation overseas that he was ill or even dead. But there he was, accompanied by his sister, Kim Jong-un, often regarded as his likely successor. The last time shots were fired in the DMZ was 2017, when North Korean soldiers targeted one of their number who'd made a dash across the border. Amazingly, South Korean soldiers managed to pull him to safety. He now lives in Seoul. A year later, the South and North Korean leaders held talks at Panmunjom, the peace village on the border.
I've never expected to meet you at this place.
President Donald Trump then symbolically stepped into North Korea, part of a failed attempt to persuade Kim to relinquish his nuclear arsenal.
If Your Excellency take a step forward, you will be the first U.S. president to cross the line.
I'd be very proud to do that. Okay, let's do it. Come on.
Throngs of workers and soldiers were organized to cheer the Supreme Leader's return to the public stage on Friday, some wearing masks, presumably to protect against COVID-19. In recent months, North Korea has staged several military drills. This morning's incident only increases the insecurity and tension.
Well, joining me now from Hawaii is Sumi Terry, who's a senior fellow at the Center for Strategic and International Studies and a former intelligence analyst specializing in East Asia. What do you think is going on? And do you believe those images of Kim Jong-un? Do you think they're him and they're contemporary?
I do think so. I do think that he is alive, although it is still very curious why he's been missing for the last over 20 days. And he has missed 2 important days, including April 15th, his grandfather's birthday celebration, which is a very important day in North Korea. And that's what really fueled all this speculation about his health, because he missed those days. And so, you know, it could be that he still went through some sort of a medical procedure and he has recovered. What this does say is that North Korea is hardest of hard target countries for a reason, and to assess something like a health situation of a leader, it's just very, very difficult thing to do, because North Korea is a black hole. It's very, very difficult to assess what's going on in North Korea.
What does the exchange of fire over the border signify today? I mean, it's over a year and a half, I think, since this happened, and now it's resumed. Does that mean it's going to carry on?
It could be an accident. We have to see if it's an accident or not. I do think that North Korea would increase their provocations. If you look at the month of March, and in fact this year, North Koreans have conducted short-range missile tests. They have continued their provocations. They have continued to build on their nuclear missile program, and they didn't stop. And I do think that they are going to increase their provocations. This is an election year, after all, to increase their leverage, either with President Trump's second term or with a new administration. So I think we should brace ourselves for further provocations.
So where does this leave Donald Trump's claims about success?
Well, there was never a success. We never stopped North Korea's nuclear missile program. From Singapore, their meeting, what was produced as an aspirational statement from both parts. There was absolutely no progress towards denuclearization. We don't even have an agreed upon definition on what denuclearization means. So, there was no success. In fact, North Korea has been working on their nuclear missile program since Singapore.